Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to Untangle It All with Ella
and Emily. We're two stylists, one podcast, and zero filters. We're talking hair, hustle, and everything in between.
Oh, well, what a week we've had.
Well, again, another week, eh?
Another successful one.
Successful for who?
Yeah, guys, first I want to start off by asking sweet Emily, who was very injured, doing a TikTok for our podcast.
That's how dedicated I am.
How are you doing? And what happened?
I'm doing better than I was. I don't know if everyone's checked out our TikTok, and if you haven't, you totally should go look at that now on Untangle It All podcast. But
I think it's just Untangle It All.
Oh, whatever it is. You'll find us on there. But Ella and I were making a TikTok one day at work. We had no clients, so if you are in charge of us and listening to this, I promise we're really good workers. And I pulled a comb, not even out of my barbicide. Like, I'm really good for taking my combs out of my barbicide and at least wiping them off with a towel if I don't rinse them underwater. And then I put them in my little comb holder, a little cup. And I pulled it out of my cup, and I guess I didn't dry them well enough because there was still barbicide on the damn comb, and it flicked into my eye. And you can see it right in the video where I'm like blinking like crazy.
Oh yeah, I made a second video zooming in on her face because it's funny now that she's okay.
Yeah, it's funny now. And I mean, it was kind of funny at the time too, but like I stayed at work for probably 3 hours after it happened, and Ella and our manager were telling me to rinse my eye out, like flush it. So I flushed it twice, but
the only thing we said is if your vision starts to go blurry, that's when they say you should go to Emerge.
And
so what happened?
My vision went blurry. I have really good vision too. I have like 20/20. I need glasses, but only for like night vision
so
and like
really
strain. They are good. They're great. The eye doctor says every time your eyes are wonderful. It's just, unless he's just trying to get some money out of me, he says it's just like the muscle.
20/20 vision, but yeah, you need glasses. That makes a lot of sense.
It does. Listen, we all get eye strain as we get older. We're not all 19 little spring chickens here, okay?
I never said you were old. You're bringing that word up yourself.
So, yeah. My eyes started going blurry, and I've never had blurry vision before, so I started to freak out a little bit. And I called my nurse. We kept her calm.
We did our best.
I called my nurse, and I told them what happened, and they said, you need to go to the emergency room. Like, they don't have what they need at the office to look at your cornea and stuff, so...
Pause for a second. For everyone, if you don't know what barbicide is, it is the chemical that keeps, like, our clips, our combs, everything clean. After we've done a haircut, we put the stuff in the barbicide to get it clean.
Disinfects it.
So it is a chemical.
Yeah. Thankfully, it's diluted. So what I had put in my eye was the diluted stuff because we only use a little of the chemical and then mix the rest with water. And anyone who's had a haircut sees on the station the barbicide sitting there. But when I went to the hospital, thankfully, I didn't have to wait. I got taken in right away, even though they were busy.
They don't mess around with your eyes.
But the nurse didn't know what barbicide was. He had no idea what it was, and I heard the doctor asking him, like, what got in her eye. I'm the one who pulled up the MSD sheet for them. And then when the doctor saw it, he realized, okay, this is, like, yeah, it stings. And I had, like, I didn't have a full cut in my eye. Like, it's not like I scratched my cornea, but it was really irritated. Like, chemical conjunctivitis is what he called it, which conjunctivitis is pink eye, but we know this pink eye was caused by a chemical. They did hook me up to an eye flusher and flushed my eyes for 45 minutes, which was super uncomfortable, but it didn't hurt as much as the barbicide. It hurt.
I wonder, maybe should we add in that picture at some point that you sent to us with your beautiful eye flusher?
That needs a serious trigger warning. Our manager even told me, like, she saw it and immediately exited the conversation. She was disgusted.
I'm just kidding. Gross. It was gross.
They, like, suction something to your eye and it's attached to a tube and then they flush it.
I actually thought it was, like, stuff pouring out of your eye. I was like, what the hell is that?
Oh, yeah. So that was
fun. And then
fun.
What did they do after that? That made you orange.
Oh, yes. Then they had to put in a special eye drop in my eye that, like, turned my eye orange, and it leaked all over my face. I couldn't wipe it off in the hospital, so I'm walking out with orange, like, tears pouring down my face, and my eye was orange. It took 2 or 3 days. Like, today, I don't even know when this happened, Wednesday or Thursday, and today's Tuesday, and it was only probably Sunday whenever I was fully like, okay, my eye's really better. My eye was swollen shut the next day. I looked so silly.
But you know what? Poor Emily, she fought through and she came to work. She had mascara on, which I don't know why I wouldn't have done that to myself.
No, I shouldn't have.
And I said to her, the only thing I can notice is that your other eye, you can tell it looks tired because it's doing all the work.
It was, yeah. Like, my good eye was so tired because the other eye was blurry. It was blurry, like I said, till Sunday. And now I find that this eye keeps, like, the good eye keeps watering. Like, it must just be really tired and overworked from that ordeal. But yeah, that's what happened with us while making a podcast, or I should say me. It was fun.
Making a TikTok. We weren't making our podcast.
That's right,
now.
a TikTok. Sorry, I worked all day. It's hot. I might be a little out of it this episode, but that's okay.
I had the day off. I went to the beach.
Yep.
I saw beach goats, and it was hot there too.
That's a good thing to mention too, is as stylists, we get an extra day off during the week for the most part. Unless you're a salon who's closed on Sundays and Mondays, then I guess you work Tuesday to Saturday. But for us, we're off. Both of us are off every Sunday. We're not open. And then we get random days like this throughout the week. And
well, yours are more set. Mine right now, I think we touched on it last time. Mine aren't set right now because I'm following everybody else's schedule.
Yeah. I end up getting Mondays off, which I love, so I have Sundays, Mondays, but yeah.
I thought you were off on Friday.
No, it switches too sometimes. I think, well, maybe right now is Mondays because of vacations. I don't know.
True. We are in full vacation mode.
Yeah. There's lots of vacations, and like we said before on this, whenever you have a walk-in and somebody's on vacation, the walk-ins don't stop. It's not like other salons where you're on vacation, you don't have clients booked. We still have clients coming in those doors, whether we're short-staffed or not.
Oh, 100%. It doesn't stop, ever.
No. And today wasn't too bad. Like, we were steady, but we were short today. There was only, I think, 5 of us.
All
both.
day?
So, yeah. But then with Amanda. We have a stylist in our salon who works a split shift, and hopefully someday she is on our podcast and she can explain why. But we're super fortunate the salon we work in. They are really they're really accommodating.
Oh yeah, everyone's great. And like, if something happens and you need to leave, like you have an eye injury, usually it's pretty good that you're just able to
just take off. Yeah, it's true. We're really lucky.
Well, now that that's out of the way,
did you have anything else eventful happen to you this week? I don't think I did.
I near cut my finger off yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's true. She does cut her finger a lot, but I can't lie, so do I.
Don't even talk right
I do. Yeah.
And I might be being a bit dramatic. I didn't almost cut it off, but it's definitely the worst cut I've had. It wouldn't stop bleeding. One of my other great stylists, she was like, okay, I'll bandage you up. You hold the pressure on it, because it just kept bleeding.
Yeah, they bleed like crazy when you cut yourself.
But like I said, this is the worst one I've had, so it's like the biggest. And the small ones, I'm like, wow, those bleed a lot. But this one, I was like,
I know.
Ooh, yucky.
It's crazy how much they'll bleed sometimes.
So today I just made sure it was like wrapped nice because I didn't want any goat fur to get in it. But when we went in the salt water at the beach,
human hair, fine. Goat hair, we draw the line.
Well, speaking of hair, we thought, like we said last week, it would be a good idea today for some of this to talk about, gross and crazy things that can happen to your hair.
Yeah, I'm down.
You want to start?
Sure. So the big one I think that we both wanted to touch on is your hair can grow mold.
Yep.
That sounds nasty, but if you're putting your hair up in tight buns or you have extensions and you're not fully drying your hair, you are really at risk to get mold in your hair.
Yep. Like, if your hair stays damp for too long, especially, like, if you're putting it up to sleep or even your hair in the towel after the shower, that is, it's condensing the moisture. And if you do that so regularly all the time, that's how things happen. Exactly. Same thing if you're putting a hat on when your hair is wet every single time.
Yep, it's true. You really need to get your hair dry. That's not something I knew until hair school, and I was awful for putting it up wet, but it actually can grow mold. It can, the moist, warm, that sounds awful, but the warm, moist environment.
And the darkness.
It does. It's a perfect breeding spot for, the fungus. It can build up. It causes, a musty, sour smell. And it can also cause itchiness, flakes, and odor. And you know what? you don't always have that musty odor either till it's too late. So if you're somebody who regularly wears your hair up and it's really wet, tight, damp for a long period of time and you're super itchy, especially around the bun or where it's up, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but you might got some fungus growing in there. Seriously.
I know,
like, it's not like it's mold, like green mold that you're going to see either. Like,
it's a fungus.
It's the spores.
Yeah.
So the spores are in there whether you see it or not. So it's just something that you should really, like, take note of.
Because when you're doing that, you're also lacking the airflow that's supposed to go through to help not create those gross things in your hair.
It's an issue, but it's one that can be avoided, definitely. And if you are somebody who ends up getting that and you think that it is, like, there is shampoos and stuff out there, but if you truly are worrying, like, oh, like, maybe I have, like, fungus on my scalp from this, doctors can prescribe,
like a topical cream.
Exactly, that can get rid of it. So if you really truly are wondering if this applies to you and you really think it could, it is something that you may want to see a doctor over just to see if there's a topical cream you need.
But definitely out of all the things, gross or crazy, that can happen to your scalp, that is definitely one of the more rare ones, I'd say.
Yeah.
But we're letting you know just because it can. It can happen.
And you can let your clients know too if you're a stylist listening, like, make sure you're educating your clients on this. It's not only because your hair is so fragile when it's wet, it's literally just not a good environment for your scalp. Your skin is an organ, so is your scalp. You got to take care of it.
Well, it's the same thing. You know, like, for example, I know my mom, she always says, like, don't leave your rolled up towel just, like, on the floor. Go put it in the washing machine. And then if you leave it in the washing machine, sometimes it gets a stinky smell. That's because that is what's happening. Exactly. Anything that is kept wet for so long and not properly dried or aired out or washed, it can happen.
100%. It's no different than the hair on your head. It's like with the towel, you should let that towel dry before you throw it.
Exactly.
I'm not saying reuse your towels, but definitely let them, like, dry out in between uses so that it doesn't get... We all know that musty, nasty smell. You don't want your hair to get like that. Oh, yeah. Something else that can really happen and mess up hair is Ozempic and medications.
Yeah, I had some stuff written down about that as well.
And we're not bringing this up, obviously, to say don't take it. That's not at all. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's just you need to be aware of these changes, and this is why stylists say we don't need to know what medications you're on. That we don't need to know your medical history, but medications can 100% affect how, especially color, like the color pigment sticking, like it can be really sheer. I mentioned last week, I know someone very close to me who was on Ozempic. I had to completely switch their formula. Like, it was crazy. I darkened their formula by 2 levels. This person was a level 8 and I put a level 6 in their hair and it was still sheer. And I came to figure out it was because of Ozempic, and I started looking it up, and it's a thing. Like, it's relatable to bariatric, is that how you say it? Bariatric patients who get, like, their stomach stapled. I think that's the word for it. I think that's the word for it. But you hear they have issues, too, and it's just because of the nutrient uptake. Like, we don't take up nutrients the same way. Or if you have an iron deficiency, like, it just changes how your hair uptakes the chemicals.
And, yeah, again, we're not asking because we want to know your medical history, but if you've ever been asked, like, are you on medication, it's for that reason. Like we said, we're hairstylists, so we speak in different language, a level 1, level 10. So level 1 is the darkest, level 10 is the lightest. So when we say an 8, you're pretty light. A 6 compared to an 8 is quite a bit darker.
Yeah. So for that to not uptake, I was just very confused. Like, it looked like I didn't have the color on fully saturated or long enough, even though I knew I did. But it just, you gotta tweak the formulas, and some ways to work around that is, like, you could try some protein masks. We are going to touch on protein masks later. You have to be super careful with them, but sometimes that can help if your hair is just depleted of certain nutrients. Another hack for that, if it's not working, is maybe you need to add on an extra glossing service. Yes. So have a demi-gloss, almost like a toner, to go over to try and really stick it in, or just play around with the formulas, really adjust it.
I was also doing, like, looking up Ozempic and how it can affect your hair and why it does that. And it says another thing that it can cause is, like, everyone sheds hair. That's a normal thing. But it says it can cause, like, a lot more.
Yeah, I was seeing that too. And they compared it to, like I said earlier, people with iron deficiencies. Because when you lose, weight really fast too, that can also make you shed hair. So if you're on a weight loss journey, or you're just somebody who happens to be losing weight and you're losing a lot of hair, they're very well connected. Yeah. They're probably connected, and whether you're intending to lose weight fast or not, once that kind of levels out, the hair shedding should slow down within a couple months too.
And, like, with medications, and that's also why they say, like, when you're pregnant, to try not to color your hair as much, because it's, like, your hormones and everything.
Yeah, it messes with your hair.
Yeah, but with the medications, like, it can cause, like, a fully different texture. Like, it can cause the color to even change. If you're someone who's always, like, when you get foils, always lifted to a level 10, and you start taking something, or even as you get older, going through menopause, things like that, when your hormones are changing, that can also change it, because you could always lift to a level 10, and now all of a sudden you're only lifting to a 7 and you won't move past that. If you haven't changed anything, but you started a new medication, that's when we would look into it and be like, okay, well, because of this is the only reason I can see, because for this many years it's been the same thing. Or again, maybe you're getting older. Totally fine. Menopause happens. You go through that, and your hair can stop doing the normal things like it used to. It's losing its pigment.
We see it all the time, and I'm sure any other stylist tuning in see it all the time too. You get clients, especially once they're middle-aged or older, and they say their hair is not the same as it used to be. Their hair is suddenly wavy, or their hair is suddenly straight, or the gray hair makes it really coarse. Like, age does wild things to hair, especially women.
Yeah, and what is it, every 7 years?
Yeah, they claim that, now I don't know how true it is, but like your skin cells, how they say you get new skin every 7 years because of all the cell changes, your hair too.
Again, we don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
But if it is, like, even some people have said, no, like, I've done a buzz, and then when it grows back, it's curly. Like, it's never done that before.
Yeah. Just things change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some other things that can help it. Some other things that can happen. You can edit that in. Some other things that can happen are really just a lot of scalp infections themselves, like ringworm. I know is one.
Did you figure out how that happens? No. I don't even fully know either. I know ringworm can happen anywhere on your body.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it's contagious too.
It is.
Especially people with kids in daycare, like if they happen to bring it home, maybe you can get it on your scalp. Yeah, there is some different, like, funguses and, like, different irritations that can happen to your scalp. Yeah. And people think they have dandruff when really they have dry scalp.
Yeah,
because
there is a difference.
There's a big difference. And dandruff is, like, big chunky flakes. A lot of people will see, like, the smaller flakes, and when they scratch and they're treating for dandruff, but it's not dandruff. Dandruff is a fungus. That's not what dry scalp is. Another thing, especially this time of year, sunburns on your scalp. People don't realize how often they actually burn their scalp.
Today.
Yeah, I can see it actually. And then it's a few weeks later that can start peel. And so people think that they have dandruff or they have really dry scalp when really it's your sunburn peeling. So there's just so many weird things that can go on with your scalp that you don't realize. And this is why it's important as hairstylists to take notice of what's going on. Same as if you see any moles or markings on somebody's scalp, they don't see their scalp. How are they going to know? You can let them know,
yeah,
and you should, and I have many times before. I've had clients where I've said it to them, and they've thanked me because they actually have had skin cancer before on different parts of their body. I have 2 people I can distinctly think of that happened to, and they were super thankful. One of them she even got, and it was the salon I'm at now, she got me to take a picture of it because she was going to take it to her dermatologist who she sees regularly. So don't be scared to speak up about what's going on with our client's scalp. Like, we're hairstylists for hair, but that includes the scalp and the scalp health. Blech.
And I don't know if anyone listening has ever struggled with this, but I know, like, people close to me who this happens to. It's psoriasis, but it's like on your skin, it can get flaky and itchy and all that. That is also another very big one that can happen on your scalp. You can get psoriasis of your scalp. And again, people are like, oh, I have dandruff. Oh, I have dry scalp. But then they go to a doctor and find out, no, like, I actually have psoriasis. Like, it can be red and itchy and It's very, very common.
And all these things that we've mentioned can also make you lose hair.
Yes.
So people may have a patch of hair that falls out. Doesn't automatically mean that's alopecia.
No,
that
100%.
Could be any of the things that we listed here. So there is a lot when it comes to your scalp and your scalp health. I keep saying health. Your scalp health.
But you can't prevent them all. But honestly, the biggest thing you can do to try your best to prevent it is really just healthy scalp routine.
Yeah.
Keeping your hair clean. Like making sure you're rinsing out all the shampoo. Making sure you're rinsing out all your conditioner. All your mask if you're putting a mask in.
Dry your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something else that can happen to your hair. I never heard this term before. I knew that this happens just from seeing it, but I didn't know there was a term for it called Velcro hair. Have you ever heard of Velcro hair?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
It's when your hair is so dry and damaged. It sticks it sticks to each other. Like, not just knotty, but your hair like almost sticks to itself. Like Velcro. Kind of like mats. And they say that it's because your hair is so damaged and so dry that the hair is really rough and it tangles in clumps. It doesn't detangle very easily. Washing it, getting it wet doesn't help. And it's really it keeps happening over and over even after you get it out. And a big reason is from protein overload. So people using too much protein, it can cause it. Heat damage is another one that seems to cause it a lot because it has like a specific type of damage to your hair where it's right dry and rough. Over bleaching can too.
Yes.
But to fix it, you have to know why it was caused, because if it was because of protein overload, you need to stop that protein treatments, which I already said before, like protein, you have to be so careful. You can't just be going using protein willy-nilly or telling your clients to. You could fix Velcro hair if it's caused by like being really dry from over bleaching. You could do like dehydration or masks, or you might need to clarify your hair. And if it's from heat, you need to cut your hair and you need to use a heat protector, and you probably need to put the heat down. And I can say this confidently because I was awful for the heat.
Yeah.
For a long, long time. I am somebody who used to use the clothes iron on my hair.
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm serious. For like 3 or 4 years when I was really young and started straightening my hair, and my mom would help me too. I'd lay my hair out flat in the couch or the bed. Sometimes I'd even be smart and put like a tea towel over it to like heat protector. Oh, I know. Just very smart here. No, I'm not a heat protector in sight until I was 30. Going to hair school. I'm serious. It was awful, and now that I'm taking care of my hair, I'm like, my hair was so damaged from heat, and it had all those little white dots. It was not cute. So yeah.
Another big one that I'm sure everyone and their mother has heard, some good old head lice.
Oh yes.
Head lice can happen to anyone, and that is another one that actually doesn't really have anything to do with your cleanliness or your hygiene.
Nope.
That's a big one.
Because they actually like clean hair, don't they?
Or
is it that they don't like clean hair?
They don't like clean. That's why tea tree is good.
Oh, okay.
Because they don't like the smell of it.
Yeah.
But like, lice is something that is easily prevented, unlike some of these other things that can happen to your scalp, because it is primarily passed on by contact. So like, if you're sharing pillows or towels, hats, brushes, elastics, especially like the biggest one I think is always like daycare or school kids, because they're sharing everything.
Yes, and they're in close proximity with each other, and lice can jump.
Yep, they can move.
So that's why you see the kids that are all in the younger ages too, where they're all like huggy and in their little circles and stuff.
And the lice it can stay for so long because it's like, it's gross, but it's surviving on tiny amounts of like blood from your scalp.
Yes, because it's eating it. Oh my god.
And they can lay eggs. So if you ever notice like any little nits that are like white or yellow and like stick to your hair almost at the scalp,
yeah,
a lot of people mistake it for dandruff, but they're a bit harder to get out. So if you notice that ever, just take a closer look, because it could be some lice in there.
And that's why as stylists we need to really double check too, because I'm sure this is across the board, any salon, but if you discover your client has lice, you need to immediately stop the service. Obviously be discreet about it and not draw attention in the whole salon, but you need to let your client know, I've discovered you have lice, this needs to be treated, and then we can come back and revisit this haircut. Because I know anyways, we're taught in school here where we are in PI, and I'm pretty sure it's the same in our salon, you don't continue the service.
No.
The second you discover somebody has lice, and I assume we would throw out our comb and stuff, like, I know that can kind of feel mean, like, oh, I'm targeting my client, but it's just to keep everybody safe, because like we said, it's very like
Contagious,
transmissible. Yeah. So even the people sitting beside this person in the salon, you don't want to risk them getting it or risk yourself getting it.
Exactly. And again, it would be something that you would do so discreetly. Like, you would just put your comb down and, you know, kind of, you're close to them anyway. And just be like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like, this is what I've noticed. So I'm not going to continue. I can't just for safety reasons. You know, this is how you can treat it. I can sell you some stuff here because like Teacher U's great, I think, for it.
And then send them on their way to the pharmacy because they'd want to get themselves like a lice comb. And there is actually other treatments out there too that for lice. And then try and educate them on going home and cleaning their stuff and encourage them to look up what they need to do to...
Because I haven't come across, but I know there's lots of stylists who have. If you get someone in your chair who has it, especially if they're older, they are going to be thankful that you let them know, because as an older person, you don't just get lice, you got it from someone. Yeah. So they're going to want to look at if they have kids, where they've been. Yeah,
who in their kind of like contact tracing. Yeah. Bring us back to COVID days only for lice. Something else that can happen is your hair can turn green in pools. Now, I know that a lot of us know this, but a lot of people assume, oh, it's just the chlorine. Chlorine makes your hair turn green. It's not chlorine, though. It's actually a chemical reaction. It's copper. So the copper that's in the pool, and maybe it is from the chlorine, but it's not the chlorine itself, is oxidizing on blonde hair, especially very porous blonde hair. Yeah, like when you have dark hair, you're not going to see it as much, but blonde porous hair is having a chemical reaction with the copper. So that's why to fix it, you need to do like a chelating shampoo, like Malibu C or a really good clarifying shampoo. And ways that you can help prevent it from happening in the first place is to rinse your hair really well before, because this swells up the cuticle so it doesn't uptake more water if it's already full. Yeah. Put in a leave-in conditioner or just conditioner, wear your hair up, and if you really want to go far and do a lot, get yourself a swim cap. Yeah. Look real cute, start a new trend, but listen, it's probably cuter than green hair and easier to fix.
I have two more that I wrote down. One of them is just very common. It can happen anywhere in your body, but cysts, they can happen on your scalp as well. Yep. They're just, it's like a fluid-filled sac that it can develop, and they can be extremely painful. Yep. 100%. Like, I know, especially also like growths or moles, like if people have them on their scalp, usually they let me know just to be like, hey, this is a sensitive area.
Yes, definitely.
And the last one that I wrote down that I want to talk about, I don't know if it's called impetigo or impetigo.
Oh, impetigo or something like that.
Yeah, that's one is actually a bacterial infection, but that one can cause sores and like crusty scalp. Yeah. So another one, these are all just infections that you can get on your scalp. Like any viral infection you can catch in your body, you can catch bacterial or like any kind of infection on your scalp.
And you see these as a stylist too in your clients. There's, I don't know, I've seen a lot of this stuff, to be honest. I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't seen lice yet, but definitely lots of different growths, sores, etc. on people's scalp. I've seen a lot of cradle cap. Yes. Not just on kids, like older people.
We didn't even touch on that.
Oh, yeah, cradle cap, yes. And there's lots of reasons why that may happen. Something else that can happen, like I mentioned earlier, white dots on your hair, where it's called trichorhexis nodosa. I'm definitely botching that, but it's white dots all in your hair, and what they actually are is weak points in your hair shaft. So for me, when I had it because I was causing a lot of heat damage to my hair. Yeah. You can get it from dry hair, heat damage, and it really causes breakage. It's not the same as a split end where it splits up your hair shaft. It just literally breaks off. Yeah. Protein and moisture can really help. I'm like a broken record here. Be very careful on the protein. Maybe that's a segment we can touch on in one of our upcoming episodes, is all about protein, when to use it, because it can cause a lot of damage.
Yeah, it can do more harm than good.
Yeah, it really can. I've seen that firsthand as well. I've had my hair fall out from protein overload.
Yeah.
Moisture helps, regular trims, and definitely less heat. Sometimes people will think that this is lice too, because like we said, white dots that stick to your hair. This is completely different. And I'm sure once you see it, you've seen it on people before. And I just have this feeling a lot of it on people is caused by heat damage. Yeah. Not using heat protector that's causing this.
And now going back to cradle cap.
Mm-hmm.
So that one is like almost like greasy, flaky yellow or brown patches that can appear on your scalp. But it's a bit thicker than dandruff. Because again, they all can look very similar.
Yep.
But it usually isn't itchy. That's the difference with this one.
Yeah.
Is it can just be caused from like buildup and then excess oil. People half the time don't know they have it.
Yep. You see it all. I've seen it
a lot.
Me too, and I've seen it quite a bit in the elderly, and that makes sense because they can't wash their hair as great.
Especially also if someone is just getting out of hospital or if they're in a home because they're just laying in bed.
Exactly.
But this one isn't one that's contagious.
No, it's not contagious, and you can try and like scrub a little extra to get it off and help them. And our job involves being non-judgmental, honestly.
100%.
Like, all this stuff can happen to anybody, and we're not here to judge. We're here to educate. We're here to help. So really, just if you're a stylist who comes across any of this, just have some grace.
Like, I have people come in who just want a shampoo, and they're like, I'm so sorry, my hair is so messy, it's tangly. Girl, I don't care.
No.
We're going to get the tangles
We're going to make
out,
it better.
I'm going to give you the best shampoo, and you're going to be so relaxed, ready for a nap.
Exactly, honestly. And I like to joke around and say, the worse it looks before, the better she looks after.
Yeah, exactly.
So you come in as gross as you want. We're going to leave fresh as ever.
You're going to feel like a new person.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess that goes back to what we've talked about before in episodes. Don't be judgmental. There's so many hairstylists out there right now on social media who... I know it's all jokes and it's fine to joke around, but some of the ways that people are getting upset with things that clients do, it's just really scary to clients right now, and it makes them scared to want to come to us. We just got to be careful and realize we're seeing people's scalp and hair. That's not something that you see yourself. You see what you see in the mirror.
No, exactly. It's the same as if you go to a doctor because you see something like... on your leg or on your arm, things that you can see. People can't always see their scalp.
No, especially the back, the top. Like, these are just things that clients may not even know until we are the ones to point it out to them. And we're going to point it out to them with grace and help them keep their dignity.
Like, we would never be like, oh my god, disgusting, you have the...
Yeah,
no. We'd be like, hey, I'm just noticing a little bit of cradle cap here. What this is it just could be caused from, some buildup, if you're not getting all your shampoo out, if your hair is oily, like, things like that. We're going to be so nice about it.
Same as if someone has really, really greasy hair, because it's happened, and it's really hard to do a haircut on greasy hair. Somehow just have some grace and explain that to them. Just say, I do need to give you a hair wash because it makes it easier to cut your hair.
Yeah, it always feels rude. It's never going to not feel rude being like it, but it does. Sometimes it's if the hair is just a little bit too dirty, you just be like, hey, I have to give you a shampoo just to make it easier for both of us so I'm not hurting you and it'll help cut better,
and it'll give you the best haircut, because spraying greasy hair with water and trying to like move it and section it, I'm not doing it.
But also, sometimes if I need to shampoo you, it doesn't even mean your hair's dirty. It could be because you have gel or product in it.
Exactly.
And that's hard to cut through.
And if I have a client who has a lot of hair, I 9 times out of 10 ask them if I can just rinse them off. I don't even have to shampoo them. It's way easier than standing there with the spray bottles. And the spray bottles nowadays, they spray all on their own. They have a mind of their own. You click the button and she's spraying for 5 minutes.
Going, I know.
Oh my god. So yeah, we're going to the sink.
And people who work in construction, even if they don't want a shampoo, I at least ask. Yeah. Because a lot of the time they've been outside all day. They have like dirt in their hair. Yeah. I get it. It's your job. But like, this is going to make both of our lives easier.
100%. Yeah.
Well, that's all I have written down about all that fun, gross thing that can happen to your scalp.
Same. But I thought that it would be fun if I asked you like a rapid fire fact or fiction.
That's funny because I thought I would ask you some rapid fire hair hairstylist questions.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay,
I
then.
like that we are on the same page.
Well, I don't think I like
same
this fact or fiction. What if I get it wrong?
Well, then,
I'm
joke's
new.
on you.
Hey, that's
We'll
rude. I'm
we'll
new.
have some grace. I'll practice my grace.
Yeah, exactly. Judging.
All right, we're doing this rapid fire too. Washing daily is bad.
Yes.
Split ends can be repaired with right products.
No.
Purple toner or shampoo is for orange hair.
No.
Hair-
Because blue cancels out orange, not purple.
That is right. Hair continues to grow after you die.
I don't know.
No. But there is a myth. People think that it does.
We can go back and talk about these in a minute.
Platinum blonde is the most damaging color.
I want to say yes, but I feel like it's no.
No, it is.
Okay.
So
See, rapid fire, they make me nervous.
Washing daily is not bad. It's not always necessary, and it can cause like drying to your scalp. But if you do it every day, it's not bad. People can.
It's not that it's bad. It's just I feel like it can do more harm than good because even though, yeah, you're washing it every day, you can actually make your hair more dry because you're doing it every day.
Yeah, if you don't need to. Now, I know there is some people out there that really do need to wash their hair every day, but...
And that's not a bad thing.
No.
That one's like that's like a trick question. It's not that it's bad for your hair. It's just better if you can go a couple more days.
Yeah. We both already know and talked about last week, splits can't be repaired with products. Split it. Purple is to cancel out yellow. She was right. Blue is for orange. This myth about hair, I guess because when you die, things like decompose and kind of shrink up. It can make your hair and nails look longer than they were.
True.
But they're not actually continuing to grow after you die.
I guess, yeah.
And platinum is most damaging just because you're lifting with bleach.
Yeah.
And lightener is always the most damaging that you can do.
Well, give me 1 second here. That's not very fair. Let me look at the old Google. I'm going to ask you some rapid fire questions.
Okay, let's do it then. I'm down.
Trimming your hair makes it grow faster.
False.
Coloring hair causes irreparable damage.
True. But I guess you can repair the damage.
Yeah. Rinsing hair in cold water makes it shinier.
False.
Very good.
You can't get me. You probably can get me, though.
Probably. Hot water damages the hair.
False.
I did not come prepared for fact or fiction, but I did think of some rapid fire, just hairstylist questions in general.
Okay.
So do you want me to go like full on rapid fire like you did?
Yep. Put me under pressure.
Under pressure. You ready?
Yep.
Biggest hair challenge.
For some reason, the perfectly straight one length bob.
Yeah. That's a good one. Favorite thing about your hair?
Probably right now the length.
Favorite type of client to work with?
The one who's just very easy, straight to the point, and they keep the conversation going.
I like it. Yeah, a client that can keep a conversation going is also very good. Your must-have hair product that you need to travel with, not shampoo or conditioner.
A heat protector.
What one?
Right now, is it it's Redken pink bottle. I think it says like Thermal 22 or something.
Favorite male celebrity hairstyle?
Oh, God. For anyone who doesn't know, I have a wife. So to pay attention to the males. God, who? Now I need to think.
Okay, favorite female celebrity hairstyle?
Oh, okay. I mean, I said her before, but Shania Twain. I love her hair.
Okay, now Mel, get to it.
Let me think.
You gotta know something.
I don't know, like Brad Pitt, maybe?
Fair, he's got nice hair.
Yeah, he does have nice hair.
Foils or balayage?
Foils.
Dry or wet cut?
Wet. But I always dry them after, so both. Yeah.
Shampoo first or straight to the chair?
Straight to the chair.
I like to get them brushed out and stuff, and especially
I don't go straight to the sink. I never do. I want to see their hair,
and especially for men, I like to do my clippers first if they want to shampoo.
Same, me too.
Worst appointment time: Monday morning or a Friday evening?
Friday evening.
You think?
Yeah,
I'd say Monday morning. I'm not awake yet.
Oh no, I'm ready to go. Fair. Friday evening, I'm like, let me out of here.
Ghosted by a client. Have you ever been?
Not that I can think of, to be honest.
That's good. Most annoying hair trend.
Oh my God. I don't know. Oh, when they have, I think it's called the Chelsea haircut.
Who's Chelsea?
I don't know who Chelsea is, but it's like just 2 pieces of hair stuck on the front of their hair.
Oh my god.
Like just 2 bangs.
Alright. Honestly, what is worse? The hair in your bra or the hair in your underwear?
Oh god. My bra, I think.
So itchy.
Yeah.
It gets so itchy.
I don't think I've ever had it in my underwear, I'm going to be honest. But my bra, ooh,
I get it like everywhere. My socks, like everywhere.
Ugh, it's just...
Layers or one length?
Layers.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, I like layers too.
I like layers.
Bangs or no bangs?
Bangs. A little something something.
Would you rather do 5 root touch-ups or 5 foils?
5 foils.
Really?
Yes, oh my
Why?
god. I don't like doing root touch-ups or full bleach outs. Like, I'll do them, it's fine, but something about sectioning each root, it just gets to me.
But you can section each part that you have to foil.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
I feel like I'm faster at foils than root. That's not true. I will take less time to do a root, but if you were to, like, look at how fat, I don't know, maybe just because I've done so many foils at my last job.
What product do you overuse?
In the salon, the quick slip. I put that thing on everybody.
Oh, me too, because it can hold the moisture, but it can also make it dry faster.
And it also helps, it helps section the hair and keep it where it needs to be. So I use that a lot.
I definitely feel like I use a lot of leave-in conditioner.
I hardly ever put that on people.
Really?
Yeah, unless, like, I notice their hair really is tangly. But I noticed in our salon, that's a hot commodity, is our milkshake leave-in conditioner.
Or is it Firewall? Is that what it is?
That's a heat protector.
But is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's a big one, too.
Yeah, we use that a lot, too.
One tool you can't live without.
My straightener. My flat iron. For me, but in the salon, I guess my scissors.
Oh my god. Yeah, I feel like scissors would be more important than your clippers, because you can do a scissor cut as short as you can a clipper cut. Exactly. You can't do a clipper cut with no clippers.
No.
What is your favorite part of our job?
All the different people that we meet. Yeah.
That's all I got done.
Oh, I like those. I should have came for you. I like those. Those are fun.
Right?
Yeah, well, with that, I think that was a pretty good episode.
I think so, too. I just feel like we should touch on one more thing.
Like what?
How we are going to prevent eye injuries in our upcoming TikToks. God.
Well, we are going to be more mindful of our combs and rinsing them, which is that something that stylists know we're technically supposed to do? When you take it out of the barbicide, you're supposed to take all your combs and rinse them off with water and dry them. But, it's very common to see people pull their combs straight out of their barbicide and use it.
I always wipe it off.
But if you're getting technical and you're following the manufacturer's directions, liability-wise, you're supposed to rinse them bad boys off.
Well, you're also not supposed to get it in your eyes.
You're not supposed to get it in your eye, and you're not supposed to get it in your eye while you're doing a TikTok at work. Workers' comp would not have been happy with me.
I feel like we also probably shouldn't be doing TikToks at work, but there is sometimes that it is slow. And you know what? Our manager, she's awesome, and she wants to be in the TikToks too.
We have all our work
She is going
done.
to be on this podcast.
She is. We cannot wait. We can't wait to introduce you guys to her.
And may I say, drum roll, we have a special guest next week.
Yes, we do.
So it won't be this episode coming out this Sunday, but when we record our next one, there will be a special guest, our first one.
Our first guest. We're so excited.
She already told me she needs to know what the topic is so she can study. Which
okay. Well, we are only going to give her half the topic.
We will give you what it is.
Yeah.
But there's going to be some surprises that you're not going to know the answers to, because that would be cheating.
And we need the candid moments.
We need you to sit there and be like, what? Oh, shit.
Yep.
Oh, wait.
We're very excited. We're very excited to start bringing people on. We think it's just going to bring even more diversity to this podcast. A lot of fun laughs, a lot of topics.
And you know what's crazy? Like, I figured this would happen, but the fact of how many people are reaching out saying, hey, if you need someone, I want to be there.
We love that. Seriously, keep reaching out. Keep letting us know. We love the comments. We love the messages.
We try to respond to all of them, especially on TikTok. Yeah. I know that one for me is the one that I kind of run.
Yeah.
And I know it's easiest for me to check that. Now YouTube is all you. I have no idea what I'm doing on that.
We also have an email address. We both get our emails. Yes.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah, I put it on your phone too. So there's lots of ways to reach us. If you know us personally, you can just shoot us a message. We don't care. We just love all the feedback, the comments, the questions.
So funny that the two things that you kind of take care of are kind of older.
I know. They are. Email and YouTube. I'm showing my age. I'm a millennial, okay? Millennials are the best, though. If you agree with this, let us know. If you have any questions, any comments, if you have any topics you'd like us to cover, just let us know.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if you have anything that you think would be good, let us know. I know for sure something I want to do down the line is, like, horror stories.
Yeah. Client horror stories. And that'd be a fun... So if you guys have any client horror stories... let us know. We'd love to read them. That would be really fun to go over too. And then kind of give our take and be like, oh my God, what would I have done? Yes, that'd be really fun. So we really welcome those. And however tangled your day feels, we just hope that this episode helps smooth a few strands. Remember, you're doing your best. Send us all of your stylist stories, confessions, or any questions in general that you have for us. We would love to answer, love to read them. You can catch us next week on Untangle It All with Ella and Emily. Bye! Bye!